Hey guys, Amadran here, and here now I bring you my tips and tricks video on making paper guns. So you don't make crappy, weak, squishy guns, which I've done recently, in the past, but I don't do that anymore, because I've learned from my mistakes. Okay, so I'll move on to the first thing on the list. Let's see. Okay. First tip is use clear tape. As you can see, my paper L96A1 is covered in all this brown packaging tape. Okay, sorry, it might be a little hard to see because there's light coming in from the big window to over there. But yeah, so there's like brown packaging tape all over the gun. I did that because, well, it's a pretty good, strong tape, because packaging tape is used to, package up boxes, cardboard boxes, so it has to be strong. And, yeah, but it kind of looks ugly with all of it. So basically, downside is, well, it looks ugly, and good thing about it is it's strong, but if you have to use packaging tape, like Scotch tape is fine, like Scotch tape, this is perfect, but sometimes you might need bigger tape. Bigger tape's a little better, like this. Use clear packaging tape. I just recently bought this to make my paper G36E. It is awesome. It's like looking through glass, literally. Like you could just see the back of the tape roll thing. So yeah, use clear packaging tape, no color tape whatsoever, unless you have some sort of white paint or something to cover that. Okay, tip number 2. For bigger parts of the gun, like the middle, the stock, use smaller cylinders to build it up. Take for example, on here, I have 4 cylinders to make this nice prism, rectangular prism, and it's nice and strong. But on this, which I made when I was just bored, it's kind of crappy, I just used one really wide piece of a cylinder paper, and I didn't put anything in it, and look at this. It's squishy. Here too, I didn't really do anything, I just used kind of big cylinders. Stock is all squishy and crap. You should also do that for the handle. If you just use one cylinder, it's fine, it's not that weak, but it still is kind of squishy. See, if you use 2, it's like strong like that. Okay, tip number 3. For some guns, it's kinda, and no, for all paper guns, yeah, most paper guns, it's kinda hard to make the stock nice and strong. Like on this, when I was making it, I had to have cylinders lined up like this vertically, so that the horizontal pressure on it was going against the side, not the top, so it was squishing. If you have to, put scrunched up paper inside like this and then cover it so you don't see it. See, now it's nice and strong. Or just reinforce it any other way, but I suggest using scrunched up paper like that in the tubes because, well, it's really easy and it doesn't have to be clean. You just take paper, go like that and just shove it in the tube. Because here I have like nothing. So yeah. Tip number 4, don't tape too weakly. Now, on some people's paper gun videos, I'm not pointing out any specific names, I noticed that they have a really clean taping job. They only use like 1 piece of tape, 1 to 3 pieces of tape for some parts. You can barely see any tape on it, just looks like paper glued together or something. But really, it does not matter if you slightly do a messy job. I'd rather have it really strong, like this. See, it's a little messy, but it's really strong. So, yeah. It's a way to make... you should use that for the handle, for the barrel of the gun, for the stock. So, yeah, don't just use few pieces of tape, because it looks nice, but it will be pretty weak. I don't guarantee it. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that they are, but they seem pretty well like it. Unless your guns are for display, though, you can tape it like that. If it's just for display, but it's for like actually like, you know, kind of playing with, you know, like, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so yeah, you have to tape it nice and strong. Tip number 5. Cover bigger parts of the gun. Now here, I haven't done that yet because, well, it's not finished, but see all those little cylinders, you know, all that. You can see this one and this one, these 3 cylinders here. You can see these 3 cylinders here. You can see these cylinders here. Cover them. Basically take a piece of paper, just go like this, and just trace it. Just trace it, and then tape it, oh yeah, and use 2 pieces of paper because, well, you want to cover both sides. Take 2 pieces of paper, trace it, and then just basically tape it on, and it's nice and covered like this. I made a nice trace out of the paper P90, and it's all covered and looks really nice. So yeah, don't let any cylinders show, otherwise it kind of looks ugly. And my last tip for you guys, make sure your paper gun is the correct length. Unless for some reason you don't want to make it life-size, maybe you want to make kind of like a mini version of it, make it the correct size. Now, to me, when I made this L9, it looked pretty good size. It looked about 1 meter long, but turns out it's about 25 to 30 centimeters too short. Now, it should be like that. It should be like that much longer. See, I mean, look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay, that's my L9. G3060 is an assault rifle, and it's like longer. Doesn't that look funny? Yeah, so make sure you make your gun get the correct length. This is the correct one. This is supposed to be 1 meter long. I got the G3060 right. P90 didn't exactly get it right. See, it's kind of tiny. Should be more like that. Should be more something like that, I think. Yeah. And L9 should be way longer than this. Okay, so, rate, comment, subscribe if you want. And that is the end of my tips and tricks video. See ya.